Hello, I'm Mayor Phil Goode with your weekly update. Last week, we dealt with rain, flooding, and surface water overflows. In addition to that, the city had to perform a controlled release of water from both Willow Creek Dam and Granite Creek Dam on Watson Lake to keep the lakes at safe levels. This led to many road and park closures due to high water flood and safety concerns. In some locations, the excessive water flow led to spillage of contaminants from the sewer system. Once again, our Public Works Department was there to conduct cleanup activities and sampling to ensure the public is safe before reopening parks and roads. I want to thank the Public Works Department for their diligent efforts during this latest storm and the aftermath. I also want to thank you, the residents of Prescott, for your cooperation and patience during these recent challenges. I'm pleased to announce that 4 finalists have been named in the recruiting process for the position of Prescott City Manager. Catherine Gregory is from Peoria, Arizona, where she served as the Management and Budget Director and also the Deputy City Manager. She worked for the City of Peoria for 12 years. Sean Peterson comes from Bonner Springs, Kansas, where he has been serving as their City Manager since 2015. Mark Rooney currently lives in Highwood, Illinois, and serves as the Village Administrator for nearby Round Lake Beach. Finally, our own Tyler Goodman is also one of the finalists. Tyler currently serves as the Interim City Manager for Prescott. City Manager Michael Lamar announced his resignation in December. His last day was February 14th. Tyler has been serving as Interim City Manager since that time. You, the public, will be given a chance to meet all 4 candidates on Thursday, March 30th from 11:30 to 1:30 p.m. at the Hassayampa Inn Marina Room. This is an open house format with no formal program, so citizens can come anytime during the 2-hour period, and I hope to see you there. Our council study session will be tomorrow at 2 p.m., a later time than we typically meet. This meeting will take place in the City Council chambers on the 3rd floor of our new facility at 201 North Montezuma Street. During the study session, the Prescott Frontier Days Rodeo will present the findings of the Rodeo Grounds Master Plan created by Prefert Complex Designs, who were hired about a year ago. The purpose of the project was to create a master plan for the entire property, including future buildings and public spaces. I look forward to seeing their proposals to better utilize the rodeo grounds for multiple uses and events. During the 3 p.m. voting meeting, on the consent portion of the agenda, we'll consider an upgrade to the Antelope Hills Golf Course cart barn. Currently, the golf carts are stored under a canopy with a gravel floor. This project will convert the floor to concrete and enclose the structure, protecting the golf carts and extending their lifespan. We will also be considering a consent agenda request to auction surplus furniture from the old City Hall. If you are fond of the orange chairs in the old chamber, you may want to watch the Harris auctions for information on how to buy a few. With the new City Hall and new council chambers, there's a large stock of unneeded furniture, including desks, bookshelves, chamber chairs, tables, and more. Due to the amount of furniture left behind, we need to try to auction it off, as the combined value would exceed the $3,000 that per city code requires council approval to dispose of city property. The proceeds will go to the city's general fund. During the voting portion of the meeting, after updates on the city's Charter Review Commission and the legislative update, council will vote on commissioning a bronze statue of World War I aviator Ernest A. Love to be created by Bill Nebeker, a world-renowned local artist. The project was approved by the Art in Public Places Committee. The sculpture will depict a young Ernest A. Love in his World War I fighter pilot uniform. The bronze sculpture will be approximately 7 to 8 feet tall and will be placed at the Prescott Regional Airport by April 30th of next year. As with many employers in the Prescott area, both the Prescott Unified School District, PUSD, and the City of Prescott have had difficulty hiring qualified teachers and employees, in part because of the difficulty to find housing that is affordable. In seeking a solution to this problem, PUSD proposed the placement of 6 manufactured housing units on the Taylor Hicks Elementary School campus, primarily for teachers. In partnership with the city, PUSD will allow 2 of the 6 units to be occupied by city employees, while the balance will be reserved for teachers. The intent is to provide initial housing to new hire teachers and city public safety personnel to allow them time to find long-term housing that they can afford. The housing units will be owned by PUSD and rented to the selected employees. In order for this project to move forward, the property will need to be rezoned to multi-family medium-density housing. The Planning and Zoning Commission considered this project earlier this month and unanimously voted to approve it. Now Council will consider the final approval of this zoning change. Tomorrow I will be reading a proclamation during the voting meeting to mark National Vietnam War Veterans Day on Wednesday, March 29th. Please take a moment to recognize and acknowledge these many special veterans should you encounter them in our city. 58,724 men and women died in service during the Vietnam War. I want to take this opportunity to encourage all citizens to display the United States flag to honor Vietnam War veterans on March 29, 2023. I'm Mayor Phil Goode. This has been your weekly update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next week.